First, there doesn't appear to be a mending of fences between President Trump and his former ally, Elon Musk. Today, Trump reportedly spoke with some major U.S. media networks, saying he doesn't intend to speak with the tech billionaire after their public implosion this week. It began with Musk complaining about Trump's legislative agenda. Trump responded, saying he is disappointed in his former advisor, which then prompted Musk to unleash a flood of insults and taunts. Jason Gaidola joins us with the latest in this mega feud. Jason, what can you tell us?
Manisa, there are more layers to this messy breakup. Today, the White House says U.S. President Trump is thinking about selling his Tesla vehicle that he bought back in March.
I just got off the phone with President Trump, and I asked him the question everybody wants to know the answer to. Will he bury the hatchet with Elon Musk? And the answer was no, at least not right now. He said he's got a problem. The poor guy's got a problem. That was a quote.
U.S. President Donald Trump reportedly spoke with some of America's top networks today, appearing to be standing pat on his dissatisfaction of his former special advisor, Elon Musk. The red Tesla Trump purchased back in the spring remains in the White House parking lot today, but the supportive buy may be on the market, as a Trump official says the U.S. president may now sell the electric vehicle. The feud took social media by storm, and now America is beginning to chime in.
We all kind of knew something would happen like that, so I'm not necessarily surprised.
Yeah, they're two very different guys that I think it was doomed from the beginning.
In the space of just a few hours, both on camera and on their respective social networks, the two billionaires who had once been nearly joined at the hip tore into one another.
The feud sparked this week when Musk called the Trump administration's tax spending bill a disgusting abomination, adding it undercuts Doge's work. Trump simply replied that he was disappointed by Musk's remarks.
Well, he knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars.
Then the Tesla CEO unleashed a flood of insults, taunts, and rebuttals. He disputed Trump's claim about reviewing the bill and even said Congress did not get a chance to see it as well. Musk went even deeper and more personal. He said Trump and his Republican Party wouldn't have won the election without him.
People leave my administration, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome.
In chaotic style, Trump took to Truth Social, claiming Musk went crazy when he took away the EV mandate. He also threatened to take away the tech mogul's government contracts and subsidies.
First reaction was laughter at Elon's tweet about the Epstein files not being released and why, and the pettiness of it made me laugh.
The beef also went to dark places when Musk accused Trump of being in the files regarding convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, claiming that is the reason they haven't been fully released.
Well, we always knew that this city wasn't big enough for two sheriffs, and with the huge egos that both of these people have and their both inability to compromise, this was inevitable.
Political analysis out of Washington, D.C. believe the quarrel between the two powerful figures likely started to bubble prior to Musk leaving the White House. There were reports of the tech billionaire sparring with Trump officials and staffers.
There was a little bit of tension between Musk and Trump in the Oval Office. There's a very famous photo from behind a door of Trump pointing at Musk, and we never really got the story behind that. I suspect we might now. We also heard of Donald Trump's cabinet secretaries like Secretary Duffy of Transportation, Secretary Rubio of State, really pushing back against what Musk wanted to do. For someone who promised $2 trillion in cuts and probably only got about $170 million, this is really a failure.
Now the spat appears to be hurting the bottom line of Musk and his stakeholders. In just a few hours, shares of Tesla plummeted, and about $150 billion in value was lost after the war of words began.
I think what we see in the stock reaction really is investors trying to very clearly say, please choose where you want your career to be. We would like you to be the CEO of Tesla and make that your focus and run this business. And if you're not going to do that, we need consistent leadership.
Despite the drop, Tesla stock did see a recovery today. Financial analysts believe the automaker still has much to offer.
Look, we're bullish on Tesla. We see a $2 trillion market cap in the horizon, but this is definitely a Twilight Zone situation between Musk and Trump, and it's weighing on Tesla stock.
As for their once-known admiration for each other, Republican and House Speaker Mike Johnson believes there's a shot both men could call a truce.
No phone call with Mr. Musk.
We've been exchanging text messages, but I'm not going to get into the details of what we're discussing. He's a friend trying to get everybody to guess.
Do you think his relationship with Trump is salvageable at this point? Things have turned kind of personal.
Yeah, I believe in redemption, and I think it'll all work out.
When U.S. President Trump threatened to cut Elon Musk's government contract, one included his rocket company SpaceX. Musk responded by saying SpaceX would begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft used for U.S. astronauts, but then walked back on his threat. As of tonight, no sign of reconciliation between the two men.